Warning: this video contains graphic tool content. If you are sensitive to such material, then leave the damn room. You have been warned. Festool video, that'll get some clicks, huh, Lucas? Oh, I didn't see you there. Welcome to the channel. My name is Matt. I am the comedic carpenter. I always have been. I always will be. God willing. Today, we're taking a quick look at the Festool Domino. How it works, what it is, and if you think you might find it useful in your shop. I just shot that like 7 times. Here it is. It's what you've all been waiting for. The Festool DF500 Domino. I'm sure you're familiar with it if you're watching this video. You want to see every angle. I'm going to show you every single angle. Look at this. I'm going to spin it. This is really actually quite heavy. I'm going to set it down right here. So a lot of people rave about this tool, and a lot of people hate it, and I don't know why. Probably because they don't have one, I would imagine. Because once you get one, it's nothing but praise for it. When it comes to getting work done, I like to get it done quick, efficiently, and highly accurately. And that just so happens. That's exactly what this tool does. So what is this tool? What does it even do? People are wondering. They've been asking me, what does it do? Show me what it does. Well, I'm not going to show you exactly. I'm not going to plug it in and turn it on. What I am going to do is show you a little model I made. I screwed up many times making this. I couldn't get the spacing right. I kept getting confused. This machine is essentially a combination of a drill bit and some other tool that goes like this. It has a cutter on it. You could call it a drill bit, you could call it a router bit, you can call it whatever you want. It's got threads there. It threads onto a shaft in the front of the tool. In fact, I'm going to show you that. Where's my wrench? Can't find my wrench. That's another reason I like this tool. Makes funny sounds. Yes, I enjoyed that. There it is. Cutter just screws right on there. What this does is it wiggles back and forth. It oscillates and it turns like a drill. See? And what that does, drills holes, oblong holes. And then you slip these little so-called dominoes, slip those into the hole. The mortise is what it's technically called. This is loose mortise and tenon joinery. So there's the mortise, this is the tenon. The two go together like that. And that's all this machine does. That's all you need it to do. And it's amazing at what it does. I assure you. I'm not going to get too caught up in specs here, because it really doesn't mean anything. I'm just going to explain an overview. This is an overview. What you have here, a couple of settings. This here on the side is a plunge depth. You just adjust that however deep you want to go. It's all in metric. That's okay. So you go between 12 and 28 millimeters. And that allows you to plunge that specified depth. You have a fence on the top. That's how you set it down and determine your depth. So you can do angles with this too. So here's the angle setting, and then here's the depth knob that controls the depth. Oh, there's one more control. That's the mortise control. You got a tight, medium, and wide corresponding to these here. The reason for that is if you want two things to line up perfectly, you go on tight. There's no slack and there's no slop in that hole. If you want some adjustment with your parts, you can slide them around a little bit. You can go on one of the wider settings. So back to these cutters for a quick second. They come in 5 flavors. 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10 millimeter. So same deal here is 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10 millimeter. I rarely use these 10 millimeter ones. They're pretty big. I rarely use the 4 millimeters. I'm usually using 5, 6, and then 8. Those are the 3. 6 is probably the most commonly used for me. That's kind of just a basic overview of the machine. It drills the mortise. These are the supplied tenons. You glue these in, rock solid. To be honest, I'm probably never going to cut mortise and tenons by hand if I'm making a table or something. I'm using this. I want to build some furniture. I've built some furniture. And I've used this to join aprons to legs and such, and it's just fast. It's strong. I'm not a furniture maker. I build cabinetry, things like that, and I use this for cabinetry a lot, actually. That's why I bought it. But the bonus is I can build some furniture, too. Now, we're on to something else. Oh, yeah, it's like 85 degrees in here. I'm dying. Could be dead soon. Could be dead before this video even gets published. Now that we've discussed the tool briefly, what it does. I'm going to show you a few of the uses for it. I've only got 2 examples here. I thought I had more. So when it comes to building cabinetry, bookcases, and things that have fixed shelves or some sort of fixed partition, it's great use. Instead of running dados and having an exposed dado on the end, I mean, you can do stop dados too, I suppose. Why not just do this instead? Look at this. I haven't glued this. This is just 3 dominoes. Let me get a good angle on that. Just 3 dominoes. I mean, it's... glue those in there. Boom. That's a great use for it. I don't typically use this for cabinet carcasses. I just use staples and screws. I will use it for face frames sometimes, depending on the situation. If my face frames are going to be 2.5 inches wide or something like that, if I need the alignment, I'll use it. If I need the strength, otherwise I'll just use pocket screws. But sometimes with like narrow, if you got a face frame, like a mid rail or a mid style, it's like 1 inch wide, and I can find that I can get one of these in there just for positioning. You can't use pocket screws, something that narrow. So I'll use a domino for that. And then I use them to attach face frames for alignment, mainly for alignment, and then I just pocket screw it. That's one of the real strengths of this, is that you can get superb alignment. I will show you what I mean. You got a shelf, glue on some hardwood nosing, right? I do this often. You could just glue it on and hope that it's all lined up. It's not gonna be. Guarantee it. What I do with the domino, I screwed up here too. Shh, don't tell anybody. It's just between you and me. I screw up a lot. What I do is I cut these. I set my fence to center on my material, roughly. Boom, I cut these. Then what I do is I come in here. I gotta show you up close here. I've drilled my mortises in my shelf. Now I come in, I lift this up. Here's the real trick. I stick this little tiny 1/32 inch shim from Veritas here. I put it in there, and I bring the fence down, and I clamp that in there, and I lock it down. So what I just did is I raised the fence 1/32 of an inch. So now when I cut into the nosing, I'm a little lower, 1/32 of an inch lower. What that does is it makes that shelf nosing 1/32 of an inch proud. Look at that. 1/32 of an inch. And then I flush trim that with another Festool product. Perfectly flush. This is just exactly 1/32 of an inch. So, that's a little trick. Little trick. I add 1/32 to the width of the nosing, the height of it, because it's going to get flush trimmed off if it's really that crucial. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Where are we going next? All right, I'm trying to think of any other examples I can give. I came up with 2 examples. It's pretty lame. Frankly, I just didn't want to spend all day making all sorts of samples. You get the idea. You get the idea. You don't need to see all kind of samples. Give me a break here, okay? Please? I'm gonna lose this. Domino is a great tool. Festool made a great product. But the free market has done its job and has brought us many accessories that make it even better. We're gonna go through those right now. There's a bunch of them. We'll start with Festool's accessories. My only gripe with Festool is some of their accessories are cheap. They're all plastic. Sometimes it doesn't really matter, but sometimes it does. They break. These, I don't think it really matters. I don't use these very much. Come with the tool. So they're just little pins that you can set to different distances. It's all metric. What this allows you to do is plunge in, and then you put the pin into that mortise, and you can space evenly. But I just don't really use it that much because I don't find myself making long runs of mortises. I just mark them with pencils and usually use the wide setting. Seems to work out. This one I use more often. This is for narrow material. You think I would have had a piece prepared? It's just a demonstration. People, it's just a demonstration. Goes on the front like so. Loosen these knobs. It's got a center mark on the machine. Boom, line that up. Tighten these knobs. Then you can do mortises on narrow pieces, especially if you have many to do. It just holds it there for you. I don't know how wide it'll go. I've lost this tape measure at least 10,000 times. It's usually in my pocket. 2 3/4. That's 2 3/4 inches. These and this come with the set. Okay, so that's Festool stuff. Now we're moving into the third-party stuff. Festool has one more thing, and this one, I don't think I've ever used this. It's just an extra support foot, a couple of threaded holes in the bottom of the machine. It gives you extra support. I don't use it. Let me show you why. I have this. See, Festool TSO products. The Bigfoot. Version 2.0, I might add. Same principle, but look how much wider it is. Are you seeing this? Are you watching still? You see what I'm doing here? You see how wide that is? Look, it's embarrassing, Festool. This is embarrassing. Get it out of here. I don't want to see it ever again. Now that is a solid base. So when you're doing vertical plunges, this gives you just a ton of support. And it also, flip this fence down, and you're going into the side of something. All you have without this is this little tiny narrow bit there, but now you got all this surface. So you can go in and be stable against whatever. Just gives you more stability. And where it's actually really, I think it's what it's really meant for, is vertical plunges on the edge. So if I'm coming off the work and doing it like that, now I have all this support. And I can plunge into the edge of this piece, as opposed to just that little tiny lip. One of my most used domino accessories, I would say. 31 minutes. God, these things they just get long quick. Oh man, it's 90 degrees in here. 95 degrees in here. It's 125 degrees in here. I can't take it. Can we please be done? What these are, you can adjust the depth, how far this thing plunges in. You know, you got these settings here, 12, 15, 20, 25, and 28 millimeters. But if you want something different, what people do is they snap on, just cut a little piece of PVC pipe and you slide it on the plunge rod or whatever they call that. Slide it on the rod there. Let me get that. Put this back on, then you can only push till it hits this. Well, that's the same concept with these. These are 3D printed. They all are marked, which is nice. 4 millimeter. Oh, there's all different sizes. But what's nice about these is they just pop on like that. You don't have to take this front fence off and then just pop on whichever one you need. I use that when I'm doing drawers, 1/2-inch plywood. You only want to plunge into the outside of the box. What is 1/2 inch? 12 millimeters? You can only plunge 12 millimeters here. You can go right through it. That's the shortest setting, so you got to adjust it down to like 6. And that's what this does. That's what this one's for, actually, I think. 10 millimeters it says on it. Damn it! It ain't even right. Now look at this. Here's one. 1/2 inch plywood drawers. Now I have these, so I don't need that anymore. Get rid of it. I got more. There's more to come. Don't you worry, I got plenty more. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. You sit your ass back down. You sit your ass back down and pay attention. It's almost over, I promise. This next one is a twofer. First of all, is Ramon Valdez's Domino doc. Search for him on YouTube. This is just a cradle. It goes like that. And you clamp this down to the bench, and you can work this way. So you can take a piece like this, take this little guy here, you can just set it here, and pull the whole thing down and plunge into the side of it, rather than doing it that way. So you just, am I doing that right? Is that it? Yeah, it goes in there. Did I have this upside down? Yeah, there it is. I think it goes like that. Or does it go the other way? Oh, I think it goes like that. Yeah, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. So boom, you can do that. And then in combination with the dock, this thing from Seneca Tools, Seneca Woodworking. This is called the Dock Plate XL. So what this does is it gives you a clamp. See this? It gives you a clamp. It's a Craig clamp. And there's also a stop that goes on here. So in combination with the dock and this, the dock plate, and this dock, the cradle, whatever you want to call it, you can do a lot of repeated mortising. So, boom. I can't even see what I'm doing here. I don't even have this clamp tightened. This is just for demonstration purposes. I guess I could put it all together, but that would take time. And time is something I don't have much of. My bookie's after me again. I owe him $250,000. I'm setting up a GoFund. I'm setting up a GoFundMe. Save my life. Donate, please. I'll leave links in the description to all these things. This is just a brief overview. That's all this is. Another one from Seneca. I don't know what they call these. I can't remember. The Dama plate, something like that. This one, since it's kind of hard to center on 1/2 inch and 3/4 plywood, in the machine, there's no setting to center on that. It's all metric. Yeah, 16 millimeters is the thinnest setting here. 16 millimeters. I don't know what that is. It's around 5/8. And there is a scale. On the back here, you can set it. You can set the scale right there from 0 to 30. what this plate does, you screw it on here, and then with the 1/2 inch side facing up, 1/2 inch on that side, flip it over, it's 3/4. Now what this does is you just set it on your plywood, and you're centered on 1/2 inch plywood. It's just that simple. It's that simple. You got 1/2 inch, the other way around you got 3/4. Cool, man. That was cool. Philip Morley 0 offset. This one's a little interesting. It just extends the plate so it's flush with this plate. It's just flush straight out. And there's reasons for that. I'm not actually gonna get into it because I don't really know. No, there's cases where you would want to do that. I'll just link to the website. They can explain it. I can't explain everything. All I can say is this thing, man, it's not a toy. It's some serious business. Attack mode! Pew 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 pew. Made a safe landing. I'm sweating. It's so hot. Okay. Wow. It's 45 minutes already, folks. So that covers it for the Domino. If you're watching this video, you probably either own it or you're interested in it. I don't know what to tell you other than I think it's worth its weight. It does things, again, that just really can't be replicated by any other machine. I'm not gonna pull out a router and do mortise and tenon stuff. I bought this to do cabinet work, which is what I mainly use it for, and I think it's really useful. I really like doing the nosing on my shelves like this and then flush trimming it. And I like doing any mid-panel stuff. I mean, it's just so strong. Sometimes on frameless cabinets, I'll put one in the center of the top stretchers, beef it up a little bit. You'll find many uses for it. You just got to be really careful that you don't plunge straight through your face frame. 'Cause I've done that, and it's not a good feeling. You got to be careful. It's the depth controls that'll get you. The height settings, maybe. You can usually rectify that somehow. When you plunge through the face of something, it's not good. And it's not like a small little hole. It's a good size hole. Be aware of that. I just got a voicemail. This could be it. I could finally be getting more work.
Hi, my name is
Linda.
I'm looking for someone who can repair the hardware on a couple of bifold doors. If that's something you might be able to do, please give me a call at...
Repair bifold doors? I don't even know what a bifold door is. Sorry, ma'am. I'm busy. That's how you stay in business. Don't take the work. You don't repair bifold doors, you replace them. Call a handyman, not the comedic carpenter. Oh, my ass is numb. I need new seating. It's numb. I feel like this lighting is making my eyes look beady. I don't want to be a beady-eyed freak. I know I'm sweaty. I'm a sweaty freak. I can handle that. I can handle being a sweaty freak. I've been a sweaty freak since I was 9, but not beady-eyed. 48 minutes I was gonna mow the yard. Now what am I gonna do? Go to bed? Oh, sun's going down. That means the creatures are coming out. There's been something roaming around in my backyard. I haven't been able to sleep at night just thinking about it. It's terrifying. I'm pretty sure it has 6 legs, and it's big. Real big. It's like a 200-pounder. Whatever it is. And it makes an eerie, eerie sound. It's like, oh, Turns out it was just my mother. Told her to put a breathe right nasal strip on. She forgot. I said, how are you gonna sleep without your breathe rights? I told her, you can't sleep without your breathe right nasal strips. You're not gonna be able to sleep. You're gonna be choking all night, gasping for air. Well, at least any motorcycles didn't drive by. It's always fun. Motorcycles screaming by. Their pipes. Well, I hope you weren't looking for any type of in-depth review here. I don't do those. I'll give a brief synopsis, a few thoughts, and let you do your own researching. About all I can do. Well, we're 51 minutes in, and I haven't eaten dinner yet. Starving. What am I gonna eat? I gotta go make something. Oh. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment, say something, keep me going here, give me some sort of brief glimmer of motivation. I think that's about it. I think that wraps this up. Why don't you hit that like, subscribe, so you'll always be notified when I release amazing content like this, because there's more coming. I have 400 videos filmed already. I'm just gonna start flinging them out like pizzas. Like pizzas in New York City, flying all over the place. I think that's what happens. I've never been to New York City. Do pizzas just fly all over the place? New York City is shitty pizza. I make the best pizza. Matt's Pizza. It's a new product line I got coming. Could be good. Could be good. Well, I'm signing off. Until next time, stay healthy. Until next time, stay healthy. Until next time, stay alive. I'll try and do the same. I don't know. My bookie's after me. All right, shutting down the camera. Is there anything else I wanted to say? Did I cover everything? I think I did. I think I covered it all. I covered more than most people would cover in a lifetime right here at this table in under an hour. You know, 90% of these videos get cut out. All the good stuff. Should be 100%. Hey, I can rag on myself. I don't mind it. Oh, boy. All right, I think I'm gonna have to wrap this one. Oh, I already shut the camera off like 10 minutes ago. Wait, no I didn't. Did I? What did I do with that screen? It's still recording. 55 minutes? This is gonna take me a week to edit. All right, no, seriously. It's all over, folks. I'm done. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I'll see you again. Bye-bye. I'll see you again. Bye-bye. Doodaloo.